needs to be put together by our planner, and that's also going to be presented to everybody. So I just want to make sure everybody realizes how much time and energy went into this. It's not something we take lightly, but it's something that we absolutely have to do.
Just procedurally going forward, what Mr. Ricky has explained will be part of one of the elements of the master plan. It's the housing element and fair share plan. Mr. Ricky will prepare that element consistent with what he's discussed tonight, and there will be a public hearing on this. You're at the June 5th meeting, I believe it is, your next meeting. There will be a public hearing, and at least 10 days before that public hearing, notice will be placed in the newspaper, and Mr. Ricky's report will be available at the town clerk's office and the planning board secretary's office, and it will be shared with you. So procedurally, probably around May 16th or so, there will be a public notice in the newspaper. It will be that plan will be ready then. It will be available to the public. You will have a public hearing at your, I believe it's June 5th meeting.
Correct.
And then the planning board procedurally adopts it if you don't have any questions or there are no substantive issues, and then it's sent to the council, and the council also has to review it and endorse it. Once the council endorses it, it has to be filed with the Superior Court of New Jersey, which is what the state agency is, really the judiciary that is overseeing this part of the affordable housing process. And so that is filed with the courts, something called the program, which is the mechanism that was created for the fourth round as opposed to outright litigation. And so this is a plan as to how the town is going to meet its affordable housing obligation. From looking at that aerial photograph that Mr. Ricky provided to you, you can see the town is fairly well built out. There really isn't a lot of green space. The bulk of the green space is area that is buffers from various streams or rivers and the golf course. So what is being proposed is to superimpose on the existing zoning a second layer, providing an opportunity, as you said, Mr. Chair, for affordable housing to be created, if that's the pleasure of the property owner. So it's part of, again, of a process. But in terms of your next meeting, you will be asking for public comment, and the report will be on file sometime around May 16th. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Seeing no other discussion from the board, I make a motion to open this meeting to the public. Anyone have a second? Second. Thank you, Mike. Anyone from the public wishing to come forward, make any comments or statements, please do so. State your name, address. Please come forward.
Hello, Susanna Fagan, Savelli, 660 Wendell Place, Clark, New Jersey. Just clarifications about that, what's it called, realistic vacant land? What was the term, RV something?
As part of the, I believe what you're saying is part of the affordable housing rules. They allow communities to analyze the amount of vacant land they have. So if a property is not vacant and large enough where you can create a minimum of 5 housing units, being one affordable, that lot is considered to be too small. And then other than the fact that you have to have vacant lots to even consider. So what the analysis does is it looks at all these vacant properties, and we apply we look at whether they're constrained by wetlands, or if it's part of Green Acres land that can't be built upon, or there's a deed restriction. And what's left, we apply a density to that property. Okay. And that density has to be sufficient, to help generate affordable housing. So We apply that density, and part of the analysis, we ran it twice. We ran it with actually increased densities based on the suggestion of the affordable housing attorney, and it still came back saying that the realistic development potential in Clark is 0. And then with that said, we still have to analyze and evaluate, is there a property that lends itself to redevelop? And a lot of those properties that were such properties were already placed in the town's previous affordable housing plan, the A&P that we just talked about tonight. You know, Schiffer Steams is an active farm, but, you know, it has a lot of vacant space on it. So those are the type of properties historically that when it was the Council on Affordable Housing and now Fair Share Housing Center are going to ask and analyze. So it's going to be written up as part of my review that realistic development potential is 0 today because we don't see redevelopment opportunities that are just easily come by here in Clark, and there's no vacant land.
And just for other towns that might have the same situations, what exactly happens at the end?
What are other towns going to? I can't really speak to all other towns, but these are new rules. This is a completely new procedure that's occurring with the program. The last round was essentially, for lack of a better word, there's a little bit of horse trading that went on. It was negotiated. Now there are new statute rules and regulations that are being interpreted, and we're going to find out how the program reviews certain aspects. However, the way that the vacant land adjustment was done is under the rules. If there's a rule in place that's not replaced by this new legislature, you can rely on that. And we follow the standard procedures in place for this type of analysis. So everything was done in a professional manner. With everything said, you know, everyone has goals, right? If you're working for the Affordable Housing Center, your goal is to build affordable housing. You know, Township understands the need to build affordable housing, but, you know, also does not want to displace all its businesses for that purpose as well. And, you know, we got to find somewhere to build it, and it's very difficult here.
Thank you for the clarification. Appreciate it.
Anyone else wishing to come forward? If not, I make a motion to close this meeting to the public. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mike. We went through old business, new business. Our next meeting is June 5th, July 10th, and August 2nd. I make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Carmen. Meeting is adjourned.